Another beautiful Sunday, and you're just in time for lunchtime news here on TV47 Newsfeed on this beautiful day of the 20th of November, the year being 2022, a day that the first game of the Qatar World Cup is set to be played at 7 p.m. local time. That is today, happening in Qatar. So much lined up for you at this time in the world of news. And now to our top story. Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education KUPPET National Chairman Omboko Milemba, who doubles up as a Muhaya Member of Parliament, has called on Kenya Kwanza administration to increase teacher salary. Speaking in Trans Nzoia during the branch annual general meeting, pushed for teachers' salary increment as a way to motivate teachers. Omboko reaffirmed the union position in regard to grade 6 transition. The pupils should transit to junior day secondary school to enable parents look after them.
Met at the assembly, and the assembly.
We are also talking to the government of Kenya Kwanza, more importantly His Excellency, and reminding him that every president who comes to power gives teachers some money. Moi gave us up to 80 billion, though it was spread for a long time. Kibaki gave us 18 billion for harmonization. Uhuru Kenyatta gave us 54 billion. We are asking William Ruto to give us just a paltry 130 billion so that these teachers can be comfortable. Hii junior secondary iweze kuhifadhiwa katika zile day school ambao ziko katika kote Kenya. Na hii itasaidia sana kuwezesha serikali kutoa pesa katika zile shule kubwa vile iliyoko saa hizi kupeleka kwa shule zetu ndogo. Hii itawezesha pia hawa wanafunzi kujisikia kwamba wamemaliza junior ama primary na wameenda junior secondary. Lakini tukiwaweka pale pale kwenye primary, tutawaua morali yao. Hawataona ni kama wametransit. Na pia itawezesha serikali kuandika walimu wengi wa sekondari ambao ndio hawako. Kwa saa hizi tuko na shortage ya walimu karibu 130,000. Insurance ambao iliyoko na difference ya bilioni 8.9. Kwa hivyo sisi kama chama na kupitia mimi pia kama mbunge tumetengeneza mswada katika bunge ili tuweze kupeleka katika bunge ili serikali iweze kutoa shilingi bilioni 8.9 iende kuchangia mambo ya medical cover, na hiyo itawezesha NHIF kuweza kufadhili ama kushughulikia medical cover.
Now from Trans Nzoia County, we move to Kwale County, where residents of Majiachumvi in Kwale County have called upon the government to intervene over alleged land grabbing of 60,000 acres by cartels. The residents want the government to stop the issuance of title deeds on the controversial land before the dispute is resolved. The residents are afraid that 1,184 families might become squatters on their own ancestral land, urging the government to commence the process of issuing fresh title deeds, citing that the previous exercise was marred with irregularities, with some local politicians planning to lock out locals from benefiting.
Kuta kwamba shamba hili limenyakuliwa na Wahindi. Kuna Muhindi anaitwa Panjiri Halala na kuna Mkikuyu hapa anaitwa Anthony Gachua Ndegwa. Hii shamba yote wakachukua. Tumelalamika kila mahali, tukazungumuza na ikafika mahali ya kwamba kila kitu kisimame, lakini kitu bado kinaendelea. Mheshimiwa Rais, tunakuomba kwa unyenyekevu kwamba shamba hili, hizi title deed ziwe nullified. Shamba hii iregeshwe kwa wananchi wenyewe, wapimiwe.
Na saa hii kule Mwangoloto kuna title deed ya mtu ambaye alichukua hata hapo mahali ambapo kumezikwa bevya yangu. Sasa kwa wakati huu mimi nikishikwa na shida huku ya kufuata makaburi ya baba yangu, nitaenda wapi?
Na kuomba Mheshimiwa Rais uweze kuingilia kati ili mwenye shamba ajue kwamba mimi ndio mwenye shamba.
Now, President William Ruto has promised to serve all Kenyans better in service delivery. The president was addressing congregants in Lang'ata Church in Nairobi. Let's listen in. Apologies for that technical hitch. Now, moving on, Turkana County First Lady Lilian Kamudei has urged parents to take full control of their school-going children during this long holiday and the December festive season. Kamudei says the holiday comes with challenges where young girls are impregnated, others being married off, while boys facing challenges of drug abuse in the society.
Ni jukumu lako kuwa mzazi kuchukua nafasi kuombea mtoto wako. Watoto wetu wanaanza kufunga mashule kwa wakati kuanzia hii wiki, si ndio? Hata wengine wameshafunga. Kuanzia hii wiki mpaka Januari. Hiyo ni mwezi ngapi? Si ni mwezi 2.5. Tafadhali mzazi ambao uko na mtoto, hata kama ni mtoto wa dada wako, hata kama ni mtoto wa jirani ambaye amekuja kukaa kwako, tunza kwa njia inayofaa. Chukua nafasi hiyo kuweka mtoto wako karibu na wewe. Chukua hiyo nafasi kutunza mtoto wako. Usikubali aseme ati ninaenda kwa aunti, ninaenda kwingine. Kitambo ifike Januari, mtapata watoto wote wamepata mimba, wameharibika. Tutalaumu nani?
Tuwe karibu na watoto wetu, tuwasaidie katika kuwapatia maonyo wanayohitaji ili waweze kukua kama watu ambao wanaweza kusaidia kanisa, kusaidia nchi na kujisaidia wao wenyewe. Sasa ni wakati wakienda likizo, kwa sababu itakuwa likizo ndefu kidogo ya kama miezi 2.
Now back to the story we had earlier apologized for. That is the story about the head of state, whereby President William Ruto has promised to serve all Kenyans better in service delivery. The president was addressing congregants in Lang'ata Church in Nairobi. Let's listen.
We must take care of it. Part of why we have drought and the situation we are in is a contribution from the world, but we have a role to play as a nation. I want to ask every believer, men and women,
well, at least 4,000 women in Machakos County are in the process of accessing funds to better their lives from a Swedish organization. The women who operate under Kikuthuko Women Self-Help Group, which comprises of 26 self-help groups from Kisesini in Yatta Sub-County, are involved in kiondo making, beekeeping, table banking, adult learning, among others, have been constantly funded by We Effect, a Swedish organization involved in empowering such groups and coffee farmers, among other things.
The women have given us very good testimonies in terms of what they have been able to gain from the capacity building efforts that We Effect has had with them through Machakos Union. And one striking one is the Village Savings and Loan Scheme. We have had testimonies today, and the women are saying that now they don't entirely depend on getting money from their husbands. They have even told us that they've been able to start their own projects. Some have bought cows, some have bought poultry, some have been able to even take their children to school. I'm also even informed that one of the current striking projects is that within the center here, women are building their own shops which they are going to be renting out to generate more income. So I would say that this is a great stride, especially given that this area is drought stricken. So having different enterprises that can encourage the women to be getting resources and money, it's quite a very good effort.
So what I've seen in this group, that there's a really strong bond between them. They are very well organized and they seem to be very skilled in what they do. They have a very structured way of doing their work, and I'm pretty confident that this group will be successful in many years to come, and I hope also that they can influence other groups on how to conduct similar businesses.
The private sector has asked the government to fast-track the processing of title deeds across the country as a way of realizing the housing agenda. Olive Limited Director Peter Gitau says the move will make it easy for real estate companies to work with the government in plugging the housing gap. Gitau has further urged the government to devolve the digitization process of land records, terming it as a crucial in reforming the land sector. Gitau spoke in Kajiado during the issuance of land title deeds.
We are requesting the government to do is, once that a company identifies they are subdividing a certain portion of land in an area, at least, even if it's not in the national government, the county government, to assist the real estate market companies, at least to make these roads, the infrastructures. But I know the private companies have gone far from even the government. But we are looking at the new minister, maybe see how to partner with real estate companies so that at least even if it's giving us waiving some duties, so that we are able to facilitate the government to achieve one of the big four agendas of getting affordable houses.
The Music Copyright Society of Kenya has asked Kenyan media houses to adhere to the Communication Authority of Kenya 2018 policy to play 60% Kenyan music. According to the MCSK CEO Ezekiel Mutua, the society is working closely with the Communication Authority of Kenya to ensure compliance, which will go a long way in supporting and boosting local artists. At the same time, Mutua assured artists of improved welfare as MCSK is working with the government to launch a SACCO and a medical cover to empower the art industry. The MCSK boss also urged artists to adhere to production of good quality music, which will enable them compete favorably with foreign artists.
There is a policy that is implemented by the Communications Authority of Kenya, who regulates broadcasters, to ensure that we play 60% local content. That has been there since 2018. Okay? It is the duty of CA to ensure that our broadcasting stations play local content. Obviously, our musicians must also produce quality music that also fits the bill. And I think that conversation about improving on our quality is a major conversation. But the policy is there. So you cannot go against policy in the guise that there is no quality. We have a lot of quality music, and we need to sort out the issues to know why are we not implementing the 60% local content.
Bungoma County residents can now smile after the upgrading of Life Care Hospital to a level 5. Before then, the residents were forced to travel long to look for services. The manager nursing services, Winfred Awinja, has promised the residents that they will have full access to the facility with better healthcare services.
Siku ya leo tuko na furaha sana kwa sababu tumeweza kupata hii Safe Care Level 5. Safe Care Level 5 ni inashughulika na mambo ya quality, na vile wote tunajua kwa hospitali kile kitu cha muhimu ni quality ya service ambayo tunapatiwa. Kupatia wagonjwa ile confidence ya kutembelea hospitali ya Life Care ili waweze kupata huduma ambayo ilikuwa inawapeleka mbali kama Nairobi na Eldoret. Sasa yote inapatikana hapa hospitali ya Life Care.
We are the Life Care at Bungoma. We provide all the specialty OPD, specialty clinic, other than regular clinic also is there. And we have in panel with all the insurance company, including government and private. And we have a 16-slice CT. We have 1.5 Tesla MRI. And we have all the other ultrasound, echo, endoscopy, all the facility which is required for. And whenever there is a upgradation of services or more services required, we are always open to expand our services and bring the new latest technology and hire and consultant to provide the good services to the society.
I work for Farm Access Foundation, leading the Safe Care program here in Kenya. So we've been here to Life Care Bungoma Hospital to award them a Safe Care Level 5 certificate. That means that is the highest level in terms of quality of care that is provided to the patients here.
Now, we switch gears to Kiambu County, whereby police officers in Tigoni, Kiambu County, have unearthed a cyber looting syndicate that has been ongoing in the area for quite some time. More than 2,600 mobile phones believed to have been used to con people in Kiambu and Nairobi counties. Millions of shillings were found. Kiambu County Commander Parminas Kioi says the suspects managed to burn some of the mobile phones before police officers arrived at their den. The county commander says, according to records, Kenyans had been swindled approximately 60 million shillings. Investigations that will lead to the arrest of the criminal is still ongoing.
These phones are suspected as the ones which have been used to con people of their money by the fraudsters within different areas of Nairobi and also areas of Kiambu County. The place where they were recovered, that is within Maliri, that is within the Mambruk, the estate, within Limuru. A part of them had already been burned down, so what we have been able to recover is 2,000 pieces, and another over 1,000 pieces had already burned down using petrol. And also we have been able to recover 2,000 changes, and you can see they are all new. And in addition, we have also been able to recover these counter books, the ones which they were using to keep record. Looking at the whole issue, you can see it's around 60 millions, which has been defrauded from different Kenyans. People have been hearing that they are on CRMB because of the loans which were taken, or which they loaned from the bank, and they don't know how, when they took the loan or how the loan was taken. But these fraudsters, they are registering these SIM cards with the different numbers, and also using different PIN numbers. Then they go and withdraw the money.
Manyata Member of Parliament Gitonga Mukonji is lobbying for introduction of farming in schools in his area to augment government effort to implementation of school feeding program. According to Gitonga, schools were endowed with huge chunks of land, majority of which was idle or underutilized and could be used for growing food crops to be consumed within the school. Speaking while officially commissioning a modern ablation block at the Iveshe Primary School that was funded by parents at a cost of 3 million shillings, Mukonji said the feeding program was a noble program that will not only help retain learners and increase enrollment in school, but also bring up a well-nourished, healthy and educated population.
Tutaanzisha feeding program ya shule zetu, na hii program tunaianzisha pamoja na walimu pamoja na serikali na other stakeholders. Pia tumepitisha mswada katika bunge wa kuleta maneno ya kusema serikali yenyewe ikuwe committed kuleta chakula katika mashule ndio watoto wetu waweze kufocus na masomo. Mimi upande yangu tunafanya partnership na nitaomba principals zile wakati tunakutana na wao tuanze kufanya ukulima shule. Ni ile real hustler fund, kwa sababu CDF inaguza maneno ya bursaries kwa wale watoto wajiwezi na wazazi wajiwezi. Inaguza maneno ya kutengeneza mashule zetu ile wakati ya kuna mtu mwingine yote anatengeneza hizi shule. Kwa hivyo tunaomba serikali iongeze hiyo pesa na tuweze kuipata haraka haraka. 44 billion Kenya shillings kwa serikali inaweza sema i-release within by the time tufike January, watoto wetu wanapata bursaries na wanaendelea kusoma. Asante sana.
Residents of Getaro location Kabete constituency continue to live in fear after increased cases of insecurity in the area. A body of a middle-aged man was this morning found dumped in a culvert along Getaro Kanyarere Road, with agitated residents now complaining of vandalism of transformer every now and then in the area that has led to increased cases of crime. They are now calling on police officers to enhance security as well as Kenya Power to ensure there is enough lights in the streets.
Kutoka kwa department ya crime walipofika hapa wamegundua kwamba alikuwa na physical injuries kwa mgongo yake na pia kwa kifua, na basi wao wakachukua report na wakaenda kumpeleka pale katika chumba cha kuhifadhi maiti pale GOtv.
Unaona kama mtu anauliwa na si ati ni mtu anaonekana kama akona pesa, ni mtu tu wa kawaida tu. Sasa sisi sijui tunaelekea wapi, ndio sasa kama kuko na giza inamaanisha hata sisi tuko hatarini.
Tuwekewa ni hii mataa tuwe na mwangaza kutoka Gitaru kuelekea Gaichumbe, tuteremke mpaka pale Kanyariri.
Masara market transporters in Migori County have called on the government to consider registered circles and youth groups on disbursement of hustler funds that is to be launched soon. The transporters, led by Chairman Kevin Ayoki, say that they intend to get the funds and also be able to conduct the activities like cleaning of markets and also doing other projects in the county.
Tunaomba county government angalie maslahi yetu, hiyo sekta yetu, hata tukipata hiyo hustler fund. Tuko na group yenye imeshakuwa registered. Tunataka county government angalie kama tunaweza pata hiyo pesa ili tusaidie kwa mkopo yenye tunataka kufanya nazo project zetu. Ukiangalia saa hii tuko na magari. Kasi ya gari ni kubeba abiria. Na kasi ya gari tena unaweza toka uende kasi na hiyo kasi ukose kufanya hiyo kasi.
We are requesting the government to make sure that we are safe as Masara transporters. We started this group to make Masara free of accident because we used to get many accidents in Masara. But as per now, we have reduced them. We need more support from the county government. Especially we have heard of Hustler Fund. We need to do very many things. We need to collect garbages. We need also to clear the stage so that we cannot be having problems here and there. And in fact, we are urging the government to consider this group because it is a registered group, and we know that if the government intervenes, we are going to succeed as Masara transporters.
Hii mambo na